Hello, my name is Richard Hartig. Today I'll be going over the Handshake Speakeasy located in Mexico City, Mexico. And to start, the location is in Mexico City, Mexico, located at this address. Included a little Google Photos for you. We're going to go more in depth on the actual location here in the introduction. So for the introduction here, it's found between a hybrid zone of Colonia Juarez and Zona Rosa. The speakeasy can be found hidden behind a discreet entrance on the Colonia Juarez's number 13 door. It's actually down a hallway in a hotel, just marked 13 on the door. A host will come out and either take your reservation, which is extremely hard to obtain, or tell you the only way you can enter is if another party leaves and there's no reservations, which is a possibility as you have a 90-minute window to experience the whole bar in its entirety. You'll be asked to leave after the 90 minutes. Upstairs it sits about 30 people with bar seating, lounge areas with couches, and a large glass and bronze table in the center of the speakeasy. The colors and theming are entirely that of a 1920s speakeasy of old, with an emphasis on retaining a romanticized gold and black color scheme, seemingly gaining influence from The Great Gatsby. You are actually greeted by the whole staff when entering and whenever anyone else enters, so that happens a lot. Downstairs it's themed very similarly, but more with an emphasis on R&B and Mexican spirits. And the staff takes the speakeasy very seriously, with little to no instruction on how to order, seat yourself, and sticking to the vibe of it being a Prohibition era, if you know, kind of situation. Theming is Art Deco glamour with Victorian opulence, with a nod to the secretive nature of Prohibition era bars, creating an atmosphere of glamour and mystique. Its color scheme is defined by a dark, luxurious palette of black, gold, and dark wood, accented with black maple and antique details. So the beverage philosophy is probably the most important part of this bar, and it's all about the hidden complexity, as they prioritize a very clean, concentrated flavor. They do this by having a secret on-site prep kitchen that uses pro-level culinary techniques, not just shaking and stirring. For example, their famous pina colada is clear because they milk wash it to clarify it, removing the color and the heaviness of the cream. Some ingredients literally take up to 48 hours of prep with techniques like sous vide or special infusions, just so the actual bartender can make your drink perfectly in about 30 seconds. Tastes the same every time because it's scientifically precise. The second half of their philosophy is their patriotic drink program. Even though they use global science, their menu is completely focused on Mexico, championing local spirits like mezcal, tequila, and sotol from small artisan producers, and taking everyday Mexican ingredients like strawberry, bell peppers, chili, and reimagining them using molecular mixology. This atmosphere, combined with this forward-thinking science that celebrates Mexican culture, makes the entire experience unique. So a few menued items: salt and pepper. It's their take on the Paloma, using mezcal infused with strawberry, and it has a slow cooked yellow bell pepper and habanero, which is very cool, using some of those Mexican ingredients. Pina colada, as I said, look at it's very clear, using that milk washing. It's very light, refreshing, and surprisingly easy to drink. Once Upon a Time in a Wax is the same, milk washing, infused with mint, and is served in a theatrical flaming steel wood ball to honor the cooking of agave. It's a mezcal-based cocktail. As you can see, very great presentation. The miniature classics, just smaller versions, not in that exact photo, of Negroni and martinis that they have without committing to a full drink. Operational status: they've been open, ever being crowned the best bar in 2024, second best in 2025, operating at full capacity and sticking to the 90-minute window to keep high demand and insurance of constant flow, and never closed during COVID-19, actually expanded during 2019 and opened that downstairs area. Pros and cons: seeing world-renowned science, unusual ingredients, and the staff taking the experience very seriously. Just basically the authenticity of using Mexican roots on this play of Prohibition theme is making this an experience that no one else can offer. Cons: super hard to get into, no instructions, 90-minute window to experience can be too small, and the walk-ups are not guaranteed, but I think that that's kind of what the purpose is, to make the experience an experience and not to make it an everyday thing. So I think the cons are kind of play into the pros. My personal assessment: in all honesty, I understand the Prohibition theme and color scheme, but in the world of many niche bars, it's kind of a bit dated and overused to my liking of the theming. However, I say this bar fully encompasses this theme compared to many copies of bad attempts at Prohibition speakeasies, as there are a few in Orlando. It's not only the color scheme and design of the bar, as many can copy that and have, it's the overall vibe and dignity they hold their standards to. The most important part in this is they embrace the 1920s look, but they take a modern spin on it. As the original speakeasy served subpar hidden liquor, Handshake, however, focuses on secrecy and the process they take perfection with their secret hidden flavor lab. By contrasting the historical aesthetics of the completely not modern science-driven cocktail program, they create an experience that honors the style of and drama of the speakeasy era. The U.S. Prohibition, from the forming to its end, is one of the most forgotten stories in U.S. history, and bringing light to it is very important to keeping this story and history alive, in my personal opinion. And that will be all for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.